So amusia is a disorder that negatively impacts pitch processing and music perception. It's also known as tone deafness and can either be congenital, which means it's present at birth, or acquired, which is due to a brain injury such as a stroke. So I'll be focusing on congenital amusia specifically in this video. So amusia impacts processing musical pitch. So let's take an example of a Western nursery rhyme. So row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. So those with amusia would not be able to recognize the song I just sang unless it was placed directly in front of them with the lyrics. And if I were to play a wrong note, purposely play a wrong note, or sing it out of key, they also would not be able to recognize that, unlike those without amusia. Congenital amusia affects 3 to 5% of the population of both tonal and non-tonal languages. A tonal language, for example, would be Chinese, where one word may have 4 to 5 different inflections, and non-tonal language would be English, whereas one word means what the one word means. So amusia is commonly known as a musical disorder, but it also does have an impact on speech processing. It can be genetic, and within the research literature, those who have a first-degree relative that has amusia are between a 24% to 78% higher chance of developing congenital amusia themselves, whereas those who do not have congenital amusia running in their family or have a first-degree relative with it are anywhere between a 3 to 46% chance of developing them. So, congenital amusia has been shown to occur in the right hemisphere of the brain, more specifically the inferior frontal cortex, which is the lower part of your frontal cortex here, and your right auditory cortex, which is the top part of your temporal lobe, and they're actually right beside one another. So these areas contain less white matter, or in other words, less nerve fibers or axons compared to those without amusia. This has been shown to lead to abnormal connections, and these abnormal connections actually develop during the formation of cerebral cortex, and that's when genes are coding and copying and things like that. So it's been suggested that those with congenital amusia are less likely to have it if their mother is exposed to music and have enriched musical experiences while the fetus is developing in the womb. So, with all of that being said, many genes are at play when it comes to amusia, and the environment also plays a role, which really does go to show nurture versus nature, and it's a debate that still is continuing on to discover and learn new things about congenital amusia and develop the research.